What is going on, everyone? Today is a little bit of what I would call a casting call or a job announcement for Goldgell Getaways, and that is if you are thinking about becoming a Disney travel agent, today is the day to do so. Basically, we are taking on new agents. That's what I'm saying. So if you have an interest in becoming a Disney travel agent, it's very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. Usually what we do is we have a form. It'll be linked down in the description below. You fill that form out, and then somebody from Gogo Getaways will be in contact with you and reach out to you, actually have a real interview, like a real phone call with you, and talk to you and make sure that you are a good fit. So today, I want to talk a little bit about what it takes to be a Disney travel agent, because surprisingly, or not surprisingly, it takes a lot of work. So number one, you obviously have to have a love for all things Disney. I don't know if you could tell, but we've got a lot of Disney stuff back here. Oh, just saying. But you also have to be willing to have a passion for working with people, because if you don't, this is probably not something that is really made for you. It is a lot of work, right? So whenever you get your first client, you want to devote all your time to them, and that makes sense, and that's fine. But understand that your client is going to have questions, right? All of you out there have questions, and you ask us, and we try to answer your questions the best that we can. Sometimes we can't answer all of them, but we try to. Your client's going to have changes, right? I mean, things happen all the time. Think about whenever you take your Disney vacation, how many times do things change? Maybe, I don't know, your son has something that has to go with sports, or, maybe your mom or dad are sick, or something happens and you have to change or reschedule things around. You are going to have to be there to change your client's reservations when they need it to be changed. The other thing, probably the most stressful days out of the year, are when the free dining announcements are announced. And those are stressful. Everybody is trying to call in. Everybody's trying to get free dining for their clients, and it's really tough. So I always want to be upfront and honest with people and let them know that this is something that is challenging. It's not super easy. Is it the most difficult thing that you'll ever do? No, but it is difficult at times, and you need to be ready for that, and you need to understand that. The second thing is that being a travel agent, and Disney travel agent specifically, is that you're paid through commission. So you might not see a lot of that money for at least 6 months, right? Most people who book a Disney vacation don't book their vacation 1 month out, 2 months out. Usually they're booking about 6 months in advance or longer. So you don't see any of that money coming back until after your client has basically returned from their trip. If making money or trying to make fistfuls of money is your idea, this is definitely something that's not for you, because this is a passion for being able to have a conversation with somebody about Disney and the things that you really enjoy, and sharing that with those people, and then trying to give those people a hassle-free experience, right? I call them clients because that's a technical terminology, but really, I like to think of them as my friends. If I'm helping my friends, I want to try and do as much as I can for them. I want them to have a hassle-free experience. So if they want help booking their dining reservations, or they want ideas or thoughts and suggestions, I try to offer up as much as I can. Fast passes are the same. As an agent, you're probably going to be doing those things. Sometimes you get lucky and you'll have a client who's like, hey, I just want to throw the commission your way. I'm going to book the dining. I'm going to book the fast passes. Doesn't always happen that way, but sometimes it does. And being a travel agent, what I really enjoyed most about that was having the ability to be a part of something, right? Being a part of their vacation. Their vacation is something that I had a hand in, and knowing that they had a great experience, or that everything went well, or that I was able to get them a dining reservation that they didn't think they were going to be able to get, or get them a fast pass for Flight of Passage they didn't think they were going to be able to get. It's a great feeling, and it's something that is very rewarding on different levels, right? So you might be asking, why should I join Goldgell Getaways, right? That's a valid question. People are probably asking on the other side of this, right? Out there. That's a good question. Why should you? Why did I join Goldgell Getaways? Well, I joined because Pam reached out to me and talked to me, and we didn't have any special deals because we were on YouTube or anything like that. I had the same treatment as all the other agents, but I talked to somebody who was passionate about what they were doing, right? We're not trying to run, or she's not trying to run a agent mill where we just turn and burn agents or anything like that. This is really about building what I like to think of as a family, as a really close-knit group of friends. And we have a Facebook group where people can interact and talk to each other. And if you have questions, they're there to answer those questions, and they're there to help people out. The other great thing about Goldgell Getaways is that we're not just focused on Disney, right? So maybe you are focused on Disney. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. But maybe there's people out there who are like, you know what? I love going to Walt Disney World, but I also really like Royal Caribbean cruises. You can do both. That's what's really nice, is that you're not really pigeonholed into doing one thing or the other. You have an opportunity and the ability to really just do kind of whatever you want. And the most important thing about this is that the work that you put into it is really what you're going to see come back. You know, the other thing about Gogo Getaways is that we're small, right? We only have about 30 agents. We're still growing, which is nice. We're not so big that you kind of get lost in the sea of people. There are agencies out there who have like thousands and thousands of agents. I don't know how they manage that. It's crazy, but I'm sure that they do. But here, it's more of a tight-knit community, and everybody's willing to help everybody else out. You're an independent agent, right? You get to work from your own home. So that means you get to set your own hours and put whatever work in, like I said earlier, into it. You know, maybe you're a stay-at-home dad or a stay-at-home mom. A travel agency, or being a travel agent, is actually a pretty good idea, because you have the ability to put in the time during the day that maybe a lot of people don't have when they're working full-time jobs through the week, like a typical 9 to 5 or 8 to 4 or whatever you want to call a typical work week, right? I don't know. But what else am I missing? I don't know. Probably a lot of things. You probably have a lot of questions. I would too. I might have answers. I might not. I don't know. But if you do have questions, comment down below. Let me know. And if you're interested in joining Goldgell Getaways and becoming a Disney travel agent, there is a link in the description down below. And I encourage you to do so. Walt Disney World is experiencing growth that's unprecedented. We haven't ever seen it before. There's all these new resorts that are coming to the parks. So all of the training is done online. It's, you know, if you join, it's going to be free for you to take, and you can become a Disney travel agent as soon as, like, I don't want to say tomorrow, but because when this video gets posted and everything else, but you know, pretty quick. So if you do decide, you fill out the link below, and it's a contact form. Somebody will get in touch with you. You will talk to a real person. It might be me. It might be somebody else. We'll just have to see what schedules look like. But yeah, I would be super interested to hear what you think. And if you're interested in joining, definitely do so. Because like I said, this is a great time right now to be a Disney travel agent. Is to be able to help people have a vacation that's once in a lifetime for a lot of people, and experience some of the really crazy and amazing, awesome things that are coming. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.